Let's bring in Joe Siracusa, Professor of Global Futures and political analyst, who joins us live from Melbourne. Welcome to you, Joe. First of all, what's your take upon hearing the designation of Antifa as a terrorist group?
Good morning, Neil. Look, this is a very wide net the president is throwing out there. He's trying to stifle this organization, which is really a number of cells all over the United States, not just California, who have been involved in violence, and that's what terrorism is, the privatization of violence. He's using the occasion of the assassination of Charlie Kirk to go after these people. He's arguing that Kirk and other things going back to George Floyd are part of an extensive left-wing network, a plan, so to speak, to undermine the government. The only trouble is in the United States, we don't have any. Technically, we don't have anti-domestic terrorism laws. I mean, the last guy who was close was Timothy McVeigh, who blew up the Oklahoma City building in the late 1980s, rather. And so it's sort of vague, but the president's going after the First Amendment. He's just trying to stifle dissent. Now, this goes right along with going after Harvard and Columbia University and anybody else who disagrees with them, and he's going full force after the First Amendment. This may wind up in the courts, but he's also made it very dangerous. He's suggesting that these people, if they are identified and they can be arrested, that they will go under the RICO Racketeering Act. That is, all their property will be seized. So anybody caught financing these people will be held up as major criminals in the United States. So they have something to worry about. But the president seems a little unhinged, unlike your last package, which talked about how nice Trump was playing in London or in England. He's not playing so nice back home because he's declared war on the far left.
I just wondered what your take is on this, because critics will say that he's exploiting an opportunity here, that maybe there are some bad elements involved, and he's, as you said, casting a wide net. Is he using every opportunity at the moment to attack the political left, his opponents?
Oh, absolutely. Keep in mind, in the 1960s, when America was burning, there were 25 cities that were burned between 1965 and 1968. Everyone attributed it to left-wing radicalism and violence and all the rest of it. Before that, it was always from the right wing. But the president is using the Kirk murder as an opportunity to come in hard on this. He's got the FBI lined up. He's got his vice president lined up. He's got the Homeland Security lined up, and they're all ready to jump on this, and there'll be all kinds of resources, et cetera. They'll just go probing everywhere. And look, once you're accused of being an Antifa supporter, I mean, it's not like they carry membership cards, and then you have to, of course, defend yourself in a court of law. And these people, if they get caught up in this, are going to wind up in a very small cell by 8 by 10 feet in Marion, Illinois, in a federal prison, with only seeing sunlight 1 hour a day. I mean, he's going hard after these people, and he's determined to do it. And look, this is his last chance. He's a lame duck president. He only gets until a couple of years. In fact, if he doesn't have the numbers next congressional election, he'll lose the ability to do this. Now, there is no legislation in place, but he can cobble that together with executive orders. He has numbers in the House and the Senate. He can get away with this. I don't know whether the Supreme Court would come on side on this, but Americans now have to choose between the First Amendment and what it means, that is freedom of expression, as long as it doesn't turn violent, and most of it does, by the way, and their love of guns in the Second Amendment. You can't have this kind of violence, which is permitted by the government, by this gun culture, and you can't go after free speech at the same time. One or the other has to give. And the president has decided to go after free speech, that is, anybody who criticizes him. He has a very, very large definition of what a violent organization is. And he says, Neil, they're all coming from the left. He's not talking about the right. In contrast, Biden's people identified America's greatest threat as domestic terrorism coming from the right, mainly white supremacists.
Joe, I'm afraid we're going to have to wrap it up there. We're just losing the connection there slightly, but it was good to speak to you as always. Joe Siracusa, political analyst, my guest.